Now, Ralf Rangnick's getting his job done early this summer. In the 15th of June, or I think it was anyway, before we even got to July, we signed this man, Felipe Pavés from Liverpool. And I've got to say, it's a great signing. Although he is naturally a striker with only 14 for finishing, like everything around him is still really good. Like, he's got great composure, anticipation's good enough, that off the ball, but his physicals are fantastic, and of course that 18 dribbling. He looks like a quality player. Chilean, 23 years of age, only on 80k a week, and he has great potential. What is not to like about this signing? Plays on the right if we ever need to go there as well, and we only paid £28.5 million. I know it's 10 times more than what they paid, but the caliber of player that we're bringing in for that money, I think is definitely worth it. He only played 21 starts with 6 appearances off the bench, and he managed to get 6 goals in that Premier League season, but he's coming to a club who finished higher in the league, so I think we look at giving him some decent player traits. He's got a fairly professional personality, he's left-footed. There's so much to like about this signing. Now, this is the penultimate season of this Leeds Director of Football season. Penultimate means the second to last, by the way, in case you didn't know. But as we look at our squad, it doesn't look like we've got a big enough team. I mean, we've got 3 goalkeepers as well, so there's only about 15 to 20 players there, which is kind of scary a little bit. And it doesn't seem like Ralf Rangnick is making any other moves. Yes, we brought in Felipe Pavés, but if you look at the end of last season, we lost like 3 or 4 guys. We lost Calvin Phillips, Fran Beltran, and Pat Blizzard. It's a quality name, but we have never used him. But yeah, that's you get what I mean though. We've lost a few players. We lost quite a lot last season as well and only brought in 2. So it just seems like our team is being feathered out. And it's not like we don't have any money. I mean, we've still got, if it ever decides to switch across, we've still got £45 million with a very good wage budget. But we don't seem to be going in for anybody. And Ralf Rangnick's kind of put his feet up. So I think I'm going to have to give him a bit of a kick up the ass, and what I'm have to do is to go for some set targets. So I haven't ever done it on this series, but there is a way where you can kind of force Ralf Rangnick to make offers for players. If you say, for instance, we want Pascal Struijk back, we don't, you can go there and add a transfer target and he will try and negotiate a deal. So I'm going to do that now, and it's very much like what happens in real life, to be fair. Although in this series I've just given him free reign to make whatever signings, a manager will go to a director of football or to the board and say, listen, I want this player, and this player. Can you possibly do it? These are the ones. If not, that possibly would be a secondary sign-in, for instance. Unless you are actually Ralf Rangnick at Manchester United and you say, we need that player, we need a midfielder, and the Man United board go, oh, I don't think we could do that, Ralf, but what we can do is sell 3 midfielders. Yeah, it's been very tough being a Manchester United fan this season. So I've gone through and I've identified a few different positions where I think we need a little bit of backup. One being that centre-back / on that left-back position, and Adrian Corral is on the transfer list right now for 16 or 13.5 million pounds. He's got fantastic physicals. He's decent enough in defence, especially for a backup. Yeah, he'll definitely do the job, and I don't think he'll be asking for too much of a wage. We have also just received a huge offer for Sarach at £85 million, which has been rejected. I'm quite surprised with, but he is our first team. He is our best player now, I think, in regards to like attribute wise. He is incredible. He might not be getting all of the goals, but he does get quite a few. There are more signings that we should be bringing in though. Okay, we skipped all the way through to the 10th of August, and these are the signings that I have influenced, let's call it. So first off, we've brought in Adrian Corral. He is now our player for £16.5 million. Aaron Hickey, he's Scottish. He's a very good player out in Bologna, I think, in the Serie A at the start of the game. He's 29 years of age now, and he is quality, like really good. He came back to the Premier League with Aston Villa after having spells at Juve and PSG, but not really playing a lot. He played quite a lot of games for Aston Villa, but was on the transfer list. So I don't know, I can't remember whether Aston Villa have gone down or not. Maybe they have, and that's the reason why they're still in the Premier League. I don't understand why everybody wants to leave, but he's only on the transfer list at £9.5 million, so we definitely thought that was a great deal and snapped him up. And then the final one from Las Palmas is Matar Mendy. Again, £9.5 million. This is a bargain. Like 20 years of age, he's still got potential. He plays in the centre defensive midfielder role because we lost Calvin Phillips, we lost Fran Beltran, and he slots in quite perfectly, really, as a good backup player that can really help us in that position. He doesn't dive into tackles, he doesn't make silly decisions, but he's aggressive. He can anticipate. He's brave, and his work rate is a lot. So winning the ball back for him, I trust him. I trust him to win the ball back quite safely without putting us under pressure and getting himself sent off. I think that's a quality signing. And our squad now doesn't look too bad. So, I mean, we're going forward. We got our first game coming up very soon against Liverpool in 6 days' time, but our squad looks all right. Now, before we take a look at that first game, this video is sponsored by SPITCH, the brand new fantasy footballing app to the market this season, which has taken over by storm, and I am absolutely loving it. As is my dad. He is currently challenging for top spot right now in my community league. There's 70 people in there, and there's a man called Foreman, and you gotta watch your back because dad is coming for you. He is catching you up every single week in SPITCH on the Premier League fantasy football app. Now, the link at the top description, that will help you download SPITCH. It is free to play. However, you do have to be 18 or over because you can actually win prize money without even putting any money into it. Oh, not to mention as well, it's for the UK, Germany and Austria. Those are the countries that you can play SPITCH in. There will hopefully be more countries available soon, especially for next season, because I know a lot of you want to join my community league. But once you do, it's very easy to set up. If I can set it up, as can you. And the best thing for me about SPITCH is that every single week you can pick a brand new team. There's no limitations of transfers. You can literally go on and select a brand new team every single week. That for me is crucial, and it's probably the reason why I don't play other fantasy football apps, but it's probably the reason why I like to play SPITCH every single week. All the statistical analysis is on the app as well to help you decide in your decision who you're going to pick that week. And like I say, top of the description, download it for free. You'll also be helping support me as a content creator. The second link underneath joins the community league. There's 70 people in there right now, so get on it. Play for the last couple of games of the season so you know what's about, and then starting next season, because remember, this season starts early in July, so you need to get in there early. Then we can all have a lot of fun throughout the whole season on SPITCH. Thank you very much for supporting the video, and thank you for sponsoring the video, SPITCH. Now, a signing going out the door, which to be honest, I'm not too worried about. I mean, we've had a few offers coming in, and one was accepted for £37 million, Isaac Calvo. It does look like we've also accepted one for 35.5 from Barcelona. This is the guy that I was talking about last season. I think the guy that we've just signed for really cheap cost is better than this man. He's 25 years of age, he's on a high wage, and we're getting £37 million for him. So that's a good deal, in my opinion, Ralph Rangnick. What a mental first game of the season we actually had against Liverpool. At Anfield as well, and they took the lead. A hat-trick, by the way, from Fabio Silva, which is absolutely phenomenal. I'm not a big fan of Fabio Silva on this game, mainly because he has come deep to get ball, which I always find ruins like breaking on the offside trap. I don't really like it that much. As you can see, Aaron Hickey also getting on the score sheet here, but a 4-4 draw. Aaron Hickey was really involved as well, as was Brunel. Sriracha there putting us 2-1 up. We then went behind 3-2 after two fantastic goals from Liverpool, as you can see here. Using their amazing fullback in Trent Alexander-Arnold, it falls luckily to Fabio Silva to slot in again. Mezia couldn't really do much about that. It's unlucky defending, I feel, from that. But when the second half struck, yet again, Trent playing it through. Adeyemi, very well done there. Plays it into Fabio Silva to make it 3-2 to Liverpool. And this was a roller coaster ride, because then we come back and equalise. This would easily be game of the season, and it was the first game of the season. Enrique Araujo with the goal. And then we even go 4-3 up then. So we've gone 1-0 down, 2-1 up, 3-2 down. Now we're 4-3 up at this point. Enrique Araujo at the back post, thinking that we've won the game. But no, Liverpool in their tenacity come back. Great play there, Gonzalez. Unlucky defending from us again. The amount of times that little thing happened, I think 3 out of the 4 goals they scored was not bad defending, but unlucky defending. And it was very much quite an equal game. We had a higher XG, but they had a lot more shots. What a game. What a first game of the season that is. I've used my influence again to go for another sign-in. This time, John Willems, who I think is a world-class centre-back if we really want him to be. Great. Okay, technicals, all right? He's not amazing, but mentally, yeah, everywhere you need it to be, it's good. He's 6'6", 19 jump and reach, but he's quick and agile. You do not see a lot of players like that, with physical attributes like that, but 6'6". The Dutchman coming from PSV, he actually come through the AZ Alkmaar. youth academy, went to PSV, didn't really play that much though, which I'm a little bit shocked with because he comes in as arguably our best centre-back. So yeah, we hopefully will be bringing him in. £21.5 million, I think that's a bargain. Well, it's deadline day. We have signed John Willems to the club, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So we bring him in, like I say. The assistant, Jesse March, rates in quite highly, a B-. The fans are also quite happy with that. But this is what I'm not happy with. Enrique Araujo, one of our best players. Yes, he's 29 now, but he has been quality for us up front the last couple of years. We've accepted a loan deal, which they will give us mandatory future fee of £42 million and £32.5 billion in 3 installments. I'm just not happy about it. I'm just not happy about it. Yes, that's a lot of money. Like, you know, £75 million roughly just underneath for a 29-year-old. But with 11 hours left, we ain't going to sign anybody else to replace him. And we can't really afford to keep losing players. We've started off the season quite well as well. Let me take a look at the actual results. We then beat Southampton 3-0. I say we started off quite well. We actually drew to Norwich 2-2. Lorenzo Luca getting a brace there. Quite unfortunate that they managed to score in this. Well, they actually went 2-1 up at one point and we saved it in the 84th minute. We've also been given our Champions League group. Leeds, Leipzig, Feyenoord, Legia Warsaw. That is not a very good Champions League group, is it? But I'll take it because it does mean that we'll probably go through as leaders. Right, the transfer deadline has closed. We're currently sat in 8th place. The tactic we're sticking with this season is, of course, the one that we had the last couple of years now. This 4-3-3 with 3-pronged attack. I think it worked quite well with the Mazzalas and everything like that. I'm not going to secure any positions. We don't have a big enough team to do that. We've just got enough players to have a backup pretty much in every position. Let's go forward to January. Okay, we're in January, 4th of January. We're in 2nd place right now. We are somewhat away from Manchester United, who are running away with it. Yusuf Makuku's team, obviously. But we are quite far ahead of other teams around us. Like, for instance, 5th place, Liverpool. They're 5 points behind us right now. That's quite a big gap at this point of the season. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. The Champions League, we did win the group because now we are up against Galatasaray. We are in the Carabao Cup semi-final against Manchester United, and if we win, we go up against either Tottenham or Sheffield United, and I fancy our chances in that final. Both Premier League clubs still. Let's take a look then at the goals just ever so quickly. Who has been scoring them? Lorenzo Luca there with 23, Pavez with 10, and Srirac with 10. So it does look like Pavez has just slot in where Enrique Araujo used to be. Takafesi Kubo and Almeida both getting themselves 11 assists. We actually made one more signing, by the way, on deadline day. I forgot to cover it. Jose Ferraz. However, I mean, Ralph Rangnick's done the deal. We didn't have enough positions for registration purposes, so he is completely unregistered this season. 25 years of age. He's not bad. I just couldn't take anybody else out. So, yeah, unfortunate really for him. Now, the first leg of that Carabao Cup semi-final, we lost 2-1 to Manchester United at Old Trafford. However, the second leg, they come to Ellen Road and we actually defeated them 2-0. What a game for us. Pavez at the back post there. Bad defending from Manchester United. They also had Luke Thomas sent off after this goal, and then we sealed the deal and took home the victory with Takafesi Kubo having a shot. It's deflected back to Thiago Almeida, who slots it in. So we're in the final of the Carabao Cup. No signings or no sellings during that January transfer window. However, we did have quite a few big offers. £53 million there for Kaiki. We are making a signing at the end of the season though. A free transfer. He doesn't really do these quite a lot, but I'm glad he has. Rasmus Højlund from Denmark, joining us from AC Milan. Great physical attributes. He's going to be a good backup striker, and he's 6'4", great off the ball. Yeah, I like him quite a lot, to be fair. It's time for the Carabao Cup final, and without Lorenzo Luca and Pavez playing in this game, I think Lorenzo come off the bench, we still went on and won 3-0. We're still scoring goals from corners, even with Brunel, but we did get a good third goal there, pulling it back, and Brunel for another header at the back post. We absolutely dominated the game, won the game by the 48th minute, performed quite well, 18 shots there. We had a great XG. They got Armando Broja. They've got a very good team, but they could not break us down. Our defense was superb. So many sevens, and Meslier with a 7.8, saving 6 shots. Great game for us. Absolutely, gotta be happy with that. Okay, it's the end of the season, 1st of June. Let's see where we finish. 5th place. You are joking. At one point as well, remember, we were in 2nd. We were doing so well. Oh, that's devastating. Dropping all the way down to 5th. Now we're only in Europa League for our last game, well, last season. I mean, it's something to go for and something to attempt to win, but signing-wise, it's going to be rather annoying. Manchester United did win the league for the 3rd time in a row there, so great for them. Marcus Rashford actually had the most goals, which, yeah, that would never happen in today's life, would it? FA Cup, maybe? Champions League, maybe? How do we do? Oh, quarterfinals. Semi-finals of the FA Cup. Quarterfinals of the Champions League, only losing to PSG. I want to see those results, though. Were we even close? So we lost 4-2 away from home, but we beat them 3-2 when they come to us. It does look like our end of season. Our January was terrible. Look. After we seen the semi-final, our January was awful. It does look like our end of season, we just picked up too many draws. Norwich again, like Villa, Newcastle, games that we should be winning, we're picking up draws in, and it's definitely cost us towards the end of the season. So, yeah. That's our own fault, though. That is our own fault. Losing to the semi-finalists, losing in the semi-final of the FA Cup to Liverpool too. It's a difficult season, really. 34 goals for Lorenzo Lucas. Srirac got 24. Pavez got 15 with 10 assists. Even Graham Lear got 12. And even Brunel got himself 12 as well. He's developed into quite a nice little player if we take a look. Not a bad one, to be fair. Got to be happy with that. Now, transfer-wise for the last season, 100 million. That's the most we have had. Big season. I want to win the league next year. Make sure you join us for tomorrow's episode. It is the final episode of this Leeds series, so I hope you tune in, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.